Buying a home? You'll likely need a mortgage. Mortgages come in many flavors, and understanding them is key to a smooth home buying journey. Today we'll explore two main categories: assumable mortgages and creative financing. Assumable mortgages let you take over an existing loan, while creative financing involves alternative arrangements between buyer and seller. Each option has its pros and cons. Let's dive in. An assumable mortgage is a unique animal. It lets a buyer assume the seller's existing mortgage, which means taking over the loan balance, interest rate, and remaining term. Sounds simple, right? Well, there's a catch. Mortgage lender approval. Lenders scrutinize buyers applying for an assumable mortgage. They want to ensure the buyer is creditworthy. The buyer's credit score, income, and debt-to-income ratio are carefully evaluated. If approved, the buyer enjoys the benefit of the existing loan terms, which can be especially advantageous in a rising interest rate environment. However, assumable mortgages are not as common as they once were. Typically, all FHA and VA loans are assumable. Most conventional loans are not. Creative financing offers alternative paths to homeownership. This approach often benefits both buyers and sellers. Let's explore some popular creative financing methods. Seller financing, also known as owner financing, involves the seller acting as the lender. The buyer makes payments directly to the seller. This can be a win-win, offering flexibility and potentially faster closing times. A wraparound mortgage is another creative option. Here, the seller's existing mortgage stays in place, and the buyer's loan wraps around the existing mortgage. The buyer makes payments to the seller, who continues making payments on the original loan. Subject to mortgages involve the buyer taking over mortgage payments without officially assuming the loan. This option is riskier and requires careful consideration and legal advice. Each financing option comes with its own set of risks and rewards. Understanding these is crucial for making informed decisions. Assumable mortgages offer potential interest rate savings, especially in a rising rate environment. However, they require lender approval, and finding a property with an assumable mortgage can be challenging. Seller financing provides flexibility and potential for negotiation. However, it requires careful structuring to protect both parties. Buyers should be aware of potential risks, such as the due on sale clause in the seller's existing mortgage, even though this is rarely enforced by lenders. Wraparound mortgages can be advantageous for both buyers and sellers. However, they also carry risks, such as liability for the seller if the buyer defaults on payments. Subject to mortgages, while potentially beneficial, carry significant risks. Buyers essentially take on the seller's mortgage without any lender protection. This option requires careful consideration and professional legal advice. The ideal financing option depends on individual circumstances and market conditions. Let's consider which scenarios might favor each strategy. Assumable mortgages are most beneficial when interest rates are rising. If you can qualify for an existing loan with a lower rate, you can save significant money over the life of the loan. Seller financing can be a good option in a buyer's market. Sellers may be more open to financing options to attract buyers. It can also be beneficial for buyers who may not qualify for traditional financing. Wraparound mortgages can work well when the seller has a low interest rate on their existing mortgage. This allows the buyer to potentially secure a lower rate than current market rates. Subject to mortgages are the riskiest option and should be approached with extreme caution. This strategy may be considered in specific situations, but only after thorough due diligence and with expert legal guidance. Navigating the world of real estate financing can seem daunting. By understanding your options, you can make informed decisions that align with your financial goals. Remember, knowledge is power. Before you jump into any agreement, consult with a financial advisor or real estate attorney to ensure you're making the best choice for your situation. Disclaimer: this video is for informational purposes only and is not legal or financial advice. Every situation is different. It's important to consult with a real estate professional.